What's up, nerds? It's your boy, the OGGM, broadcasting live this sunny morning from Site B. It's about 8:30 in the morning on the 18th day of December 2023. You see me now, the veteran of the OGL wars. And it's time to take a look at all the Kickstarter type things that are coming to an end this week, but you still have a chance to support. Just head on over to your favorite Kickstarter, Zine Quest, crowdfunding, group funding, backlighting, project itch.io site of choice and check them out. Sadly, pretty much everything this week is a 5e adjacent product, which means every one of these Kickstarters is affected by this OGL nonsense, and all these creators now have to decide, do they want to backtrack and, sign the new OGL 2.0 when it comes out? Do they want to wait and hold on and hope that Wizards of the Coast keeps the OGL the way it is? Or do they want to completely have to go and rewrite their projects for another open source and remove the OGL altogether? Because, every one of these projects went into Kickstarter before this OGL nonsense started, so none of these guys knew this was coming. They were all like, yeah, it's fine. I can make 5e stuff. Nothing's going to happen to me. I'm cool. And then, of course, now they're all like, oh, God. Plus, the whole thing that Wizards is supposedly only going to let you kickstart D&D stuff on Kickstarter. Well, they're saying they prefer it and they'll take less money out of you if you use Kickstarter as opposed to group funding, crowdfunding, Zine Quest, Blacklight, itch.io, or whatever else, So, yeah. Therefore, I can't recommend any of these this week because all these people are affected by this, and that really sucks. That said, from Grim Moon Studios, we have Nightfall, Children of the Moon for Dungeons & Dragons. This is a source book. $45 is the most popular pledge that gets you PDF and a print version for your 5th AD game. This is all about 200 pages of Lycanthrope Beast related type stuff because, I don't know, you need more werewolves in your 5e game. There's not enough. From Outland Entertainment, we have Action Heroes RPG. $20 gives you the PDF and a discount on the POD version if you want one. This is a nostalgia superheroes type role-playing game based around the Charlton age of comics, which was like the late 60s. Characters in the Charlton, of course, are, Blue Beetle, Pacemaker, and The Question, who all then moved on to become Detective Comics or DC characters. So yeah, this is sort of the early comic book age before the golden age of Marvel, the 60s. So yeah, Blue Beetle type stuff. Don't know what the system uses, doesn't say, but yeah. From Legendary Games, we have Mechanical Monsters, Clockwork, and Cyborgs. This is a $19. This is the most popular pledge. It gets you a PDF, but only of the 5e version. It's also been converted to Pathfinder 1e and Starfinder. 2 of those 3 games, of course, affected by the OGL. As far as I know, Starfinder isn't, from what I heard, because it's written differently than Pathfinder 1 and D&D 5e. But yeah. So if you're looking for 140 constructed beasts and constructs, you could buy this and get the PDF for $19. Or you could go over to Big Geek Emporium and buy my Mechanical Monsters zine for about $2 as soon as my editor finishes editing it. But yeah, I can get the exact same thing for $2 from me or $19 for a game that won't support you. Speaking of D&D 5e. Or you can buy the Starfinder version. Yeah, where you can just use it as a source book and just wait to see what happens if you need columns and constructs for your game, or you can buy mine as soon as my editor finishes editing it. From Stoneworks Gaming, we have Grey Wind Tales. This is a Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition adventure. $6 gets you both PDF. These are weird horror adventures for 5e and therefore affected again by the whole OGL thing. God, it physically hurts me to look at these poor people and go that know the situation they are in. It just sucks. From Red Panda Publishing, wasn't there? We have Azrael's Guide to the Apocalypse. This is a Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition adventure. $199 is the most popular pledge. It gets the PDF and the print version of the book, a deck of cards, miniature dice, and more. It's a campaign, covers levels 10 through 20, set in a Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition setting. Therefore, affected by the thing. And it's based upon biblical. So it's an attempt to introduce some, biblical type stuff into your D&D 5e game, including based upon the Book of Revelation and featuring Azrael, the angel of death, and the 7 seals. So it's not common to see a biblical inspired 5e game and how the two would coexist. But of course, it's for 5e and therefore affected by the nonsense. Oh, God. From ND Hobbies, we have Adaptable Counters. The Lance and Starship for 5e. $60 is the most popular pledge to get you all 3 PDFs. It's a PDF collections of titles like Knights and Dragons, Space Perils, and The Bridge of Suffering. Each one has 10 themed encounters to drop into an adventure. These counters are largely system agnostic, but the monsters are statted for 5e and OSR. So this one you could still use because it is an OSR, but it's using 5e stats, which means it falls under the OGL, which means it's affected by... Oh, God, it's exhausting just talking about this. From Super Blood Moon Studios. Does that mean there's a regular Blood Moon Studios? We have Realms of Elgun box set, spelled Legrun. This is an original system. $60 gets you the core rule book and some print and PDF stuff. It's a rules light science fantasy RPG available in a box set. So, yeah. And it comes with this weird looking bionic Tyrannosaurus. So that's cool. The art's cool anyways. So it's a science fantasy using original system, 100-page books, tons of dungeons. Not 5e, so they should be okay. From Steampunkette, we have Paranormal Powers for D&D 5th edition and Level Up Advanced 5th edition. $20 is the for the most popular pledge for the PDF, and it's psionics for D&D. This is the second psionic options we've seen in the past couple weeks. I'm not sure why psionics are a big thing again. They're just an alternative magic source. But yeah, whatever. So here's a $30 for the PDF, $20 for the PDF, I'm sorry, for a book of psionic options for 5e and Level Up 5e, which of course is affected by the OG. Oh, geez, guys, it sucks. And speaking of Level Up 5e from EM Publishing, we have Gate Pass Gazette Annual for 2022. This is a ton of stuff for Level Up 5e from the various issues of Gate Pass Gazette, which was their version of like Dragon Magazine. So it was year-long stuff, but they had a whole bunch of stuff for Level Up 5e, and now they've accumulated it together in this $40 Kickstarter. $40 gets you PDF and the print version of the book, which is Gate Pass and features Ursula on the cover. If you're wondering what that noise is, it's Steve, because Steve got a new couch and he is playing with it. He's loving his new couch. It's a leftover couch from my brother, so it smells like my brother's dog. So he's just like, this couch, it smells and it's warm and it's fun for me to play with. Thank you for buying me a couch. Yeah. That's it for this week's Kickstarters. All of them are ending by the end of this week. If any one of these are something you want to support, go to your favorite Kickstarter crowdfunding group funding site and support them. You usually get some cool stuff. Unfortunately, most of these fall under 5e. So, yeah. Sorry, guy. Hi, Cat Monroe Superhero. How are you today? That's it for this week's Kickstarter crowdfunding group funding backlight thingies. I am the OGGM. If you appreciate this content, let me know. If you don't appreciate this content and have suggestions of what you would like to see me change, let me know. If you haven't had a chance to subscribe yet, please subscribe. Help me hit 1,000, 1 million, 1 billion subs by the end of 2023. And of course, support the OGGM through the Ko-Fi, through the Super Chats, through the Patreon, or buying my merch. Remember, I've got all those amazing stickers on my YouTube store down below, and I've got all my adventures on Big Geek Emporium, or I will as soon as my editor finishes editing them. Till next time, stay warm, have a great day. I will talk to you later, and get off my land.